focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service, Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and/or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bergstrom and Laser. Welcome back to Oak Grove. We are just moments away from the opening kickoff between the Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs here on yourliveevent.com. Dawson Peterson out here broadcasting live for the matchup here tonight. We have our starting lineups down on the field. Let's give you our starting lineups right here. Left tackle number 52. This is the Sargent County Bulldogs offense. A sophomore, left tackle number 52, Grady Wielander. Left guard number 66, a sophomore, John Kotke. The center number 50, a junior, Gavin Christensen. Right guard number 70, Isaac Harris. And the right tackle, the only senior up front for the Sargent County Bulldogs, number 68, that's Isaac Kotke. Wide receiver, sophomore, number 2, Nick Hansen. Senior, number 81, Logan Decker. The running backs, number 22, Fletcher Wilprecht. And the running back, number 32, Howie Neustel. And the other receiver in the slot, the senior, Rylan Brouillard. That's your starting lineups for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Head coach, Eric Olson. Assistant coaches, Randy Searstead, Keen Nelson, and Nick Furch. For the Oak Grove Grovers on the defensive line for them, Bjorn Edie, Joseph DeJong, Noah Skatvold. This is the defensive lineman for Oak Grove. Another defensive lineman, number 60, Jose Alcavar. The linebackers, number 24, Mason Hermstead, and a linebacker, number 32, Andrew Green. Defensive backs for Oak Grove on the defensive side of the ball, number 2, Riley Backegard. D-back number 1, Jake Wolf. D-back number 10, Trevin Rodriguez. The other two defensive backs, number 22, Cody Card, and another defensive back, number 19, that is Spencer Schumacher. Head coach for the Oak Grove Grovers, Melvin Whitney. Assistant coaches, Mark DeLorme, Bernard Jackson, Vincent Holmes, Colton Pierce, Danny Stash, and Tim Oxendahl. So talking about these two teams, the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Oak Grove Grovers. Of course, Sargent County is a co-op between Milner, North Sargent, and Sargent Central High Schools. The Sargent County co-op for football, that is, officially began last season. The history between these two teams is as follows. They've, of course, played once a year dating back all the way to the 2015-16 season. In the last 6 games between the Bulldogs and the Grovers, the Bulldogs have had the upper hand at 5-1 overall, looking to extend that to 6-1 here after tonight. In those 6 games, the Bulldogs as well also outscoring the Grovers significantly, 169-75. Last time Oak Grove beat the Bulldogs all the way back in 2017, one of the opening games, September 1st of 2017, 41-24, and caught up with Coach Olson down on the field here early on in the pregame show, and he reflected back on that game and how the Grovers ran all over the Bulldogs all the way back in that game in 2017. Of course, that was back when the Bulldogs were still Milner North Sargent and not the Sargent County Bulldogs. Grovers down on the field right now, just getting their starting lineups announced. We had the Sargent County Bulldogs offense announced, and now that was the Oak Grove Grovers defense. Sargent County 1-1 on the season. The Oak Grove Grovers 0-3 overall. Oak Grove, they've had a slow start this season. They had that last year as well. And talking to Coach Melvin Whitney beforehand, starting fast is going to be a big key tonight versus Sargent County. Don't come out slow and get too far behind to come back. Just come out hot, be ready to go against this Sargent County team who's hungry after losing to Central Cass last week, 26-6. Coach Olson for Sargent County, offensive line play is going to be big. If you noticed in our starting lineups, a sophomore, junior, sophomore, and then a senior on that offensive line for Sargent County. So a young group up front, and then containing Card and Rodriguez defensively for the Bulldogs will be a big key to the game for them. Oak Grove will kick off to start the game, and back deep for the Sargent County Bulldogs is Nick Hansen and Howie Neustel. So Friday Night Lights here on YourLiveEvent.com. Dawson Peterson happy to be bringing you the coverage tonight as we are just about set to go here from Oak Grove. Grovers kick off to the Bulldogs, and a short kick coming here to the near side of the field. Going to be taken to the 30, now the 35, and angling to the right side up near the 37-yard line for the Sargent County Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs here on their opening drive will start first down and 10 on their own 38-yard line. So talking about the game last week versus Central Cass, the score on the scoreboard doesn't really tell the whole story. 26-6, of course, was the final score in that one, but Bulldogs holding their own in that game versus a highly ranked Squirrels team. First handoff of the night goes up the middle to Neustel and might have got a yard up to the 39-yard line as he was met first up front by the linebacker Andrew Green for Oak Grove. 1 yard carry brings up second down and 9 for Sargent County. Two receivers will split out to the right, receiver to the left. That's Logan Decker at the top of your screen. McFarland takes the shotgun snap, fires to the left side. That's going to be Decker, caught right near the sticks, and he's going to be wrestled forward, depends on the spot, and that's going to be a first down. Pitch and catch of about 10 yards from Avery McFarland to his senior wide receiver Logan Decker. And the first down of the game belongs to the Sargent County Bulldogs. It'll be first down and 10 on their own 49. A little quick hitter that the Bulldogs run there. Coach Olson saying that beforehand. In the last game, McFarland had a nice game, went 18 of 24, 134 yards, a touchdown and an interception. On routes just like that, some comeback plays. Here's a handoff to the running back, Fletcher Wilprecht, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain for the junior on that one, brings up second down and 10. Another big key for Sargent County tonight as we approach 10.5 to play here in the opening quarter. No score, establishing that run game, and that's all a part of the offensive line play for Sargent County. We mentioned they're a young group up front. McFarland, meanwhile, in the gun once again. He's going to turn, look to the right side. He's going to go back to pass deep downfield, and that's going to be intercepted by the Grovers. Trayvon Rodriguez back there for the INT. And Oak Grove will take over first down and 10 on their own 19-yard line. Nice play from Trayvon Rodriguez back there at his D-back spot, looking for the intended receiver, Rylan Brouillard, for Sargent County. Ball may have been underthrown just a bit. Rodriguez went up and got it. Now for Oak Grove, back a guard, the quarterback. He'll start under center, has wing running backs on either side. Man in motion, that's Cody Card. Handoff, meanwhile, is going to go up the middle. Check that. It was back a guard keeping it. And the gain of 2 makes it 2nd down and 8 on their own 20-yard line. So if you're just joining us here in the opening quarter, 9:50 to play between Oak Grove and Sargent County in quarter number 1. An interception thrown by Avery McFarland, looking for his intended receiver, Rylan Brouillard. Might have had him, but the pass underthrown, maybe just a touch. Oak Grove, 2nd down and 8 in the shotgun is back a guard, receiver to either side. Man in motion is his running back. Back a guard will try and keep it again. This time, no such luck as he lost one of those yards that he gained earlier. Makes it 3rd down and 9. A tough start for Sargent County offensively with the interception. But now a possible big defensive stand to try and answer and get the football back to the offense. Receiver split out to the right. That's number 19, Shoemaker, and another one in the slot. That is Cody Card. Tight end on the near side of the formation, and another receiver. That's number 10 for Oak Grove. Back a guard will roll out to the right, throws the comeback route, and sliding to his left is to Card, and that's a 10-yard gain and an Oak Grove 1st down. So back a guard will start 1 for 1 on the night with a 10-yard pickup to his running back, Cody Card. New set of downs, 1st down and 10. On their own 30-yard line, they come out with 3 running backs in the backfield in the 3-point stance. Handoff will go off to the right side. I believe that was Card on the far side of the field. And he's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards, brings up 2nd down. Tackle that time made by the defensive end, Logan Decker. Call it a 3-yard pickup, makes 2nd down and 7 on their own 32-yard line. Same formation this time. Running back in the 3-point stance is Andrew Green. Also behind him is Jesse Peterson. This time Oak Grove will go to the left. Cut up back up the middle is Card. Good piece of running and good vision as he worked to the left, back to the middle, and gets a few more yards. Makes it 3rd down and manageable this time for the Grovers.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2 from the Grover 38.
So the Bulldogs on the opening series for Oak Grove have the Grovers back 3rd down and 9, but then a 10-yard completion from back a guard to Card gives them the new set of downs, and now 3rd down and 3 for Oak Grove. Back a guard, back under center. Hand off to Card again, runs into his own man, and he's going to bounce it to the outside to the 40-41, angles to the sideline, and he will get a gain of 3 and another Oak Grove 1st down. Three carries on the night for 12 yards for the running back, Cody Card. We'll expect him to get a big workload tonight here versus Sargent County. Coach Olson says obviously that'll be one of their big keys of the game, containing Cody Card and also containing Rodriguez. But Trevin Rodriguez coming up with the INT on the first drive of the game for Oak Grove. Here's another handoff to Card. Has some room out in front to midfield into Bulldog territory. And a 13-yard pickup for Card, so biting off big yards there. And a new set of downs. Makes it 1st down and 10 on the Sargent County 45. So that's 3 straight handoffs to the running back, Cody Card. And now the same formation once again with back a guard, back under center. Handoff again, once you know, to Card. 45 now to the 40. Runs a man over at the 37. and gets up to the sticks, and they're signaling another first down and 10 more yards for Card. And Oak Grove first down and 10 on the Bulldogs 35. Last two handoffs to Card of 13 yards and that one of 10. 23 yards combined in those last two carries. Bulldogs looking for an answer defensively on the running back, Cody Card. Receivers split out to the right side for Oak Grove. Under center is back a guard again. Two running backs behind him in the I formation. Handoff goes to Card, bounces to the left, and is going to find some more space. Bulldogs try and bring him down. They will, but not after a gain of 7. Makes it second down and 3. Howie Newstall on the stop for Sargent County. And with 5:40 to play in quarter number 1, Oak Grove driving down the field on Sargent County. Card will come out now to take a break, and back in is a receiver for Oak Grove. He'll split out to the far right side of the field. Back a guard comes under center. I formation. Rodriguez, the running back, deep. He'll take the handoff, cuts it up to the 25, now to the right side, and tries to find some more space and gets brought down right around the 20-yard line. And call that a gain of about 6 yards.
That's an Oak Grove first down.
First carry of the game for Rodriguez gives the Grovers another first down. And it's first down and 10 on the Sargent County 21-yard line. Receivers split out to the near side this time. Tight end on either side of the formation. I formation, Rodriguez, the running back deep. It's going to go play action. Back a guard's going to try and keep it himself. Reverses field, but gets brought down in the backfield.
Brought down by Fletcher Wilprecht.
Nice play by Fletcher Wilprecht to bring him down. And on this first drive for Oak Grove, haven't had too many negative carries so far. This one a loss of about 3 for Backegard, trying to go on the keeper. And makes it second down and long for the Grovers. Grovers come up to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez this time split out to the right. Card, the running back, behind his fullback, Andrew Green. Backegard under center. Play action to Card. To the right side has Rodriguez. A wobbler to the sideline. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did. Nice pitch and catch to Rodriguez. The ball didn't look pretty through the air, but Rodriguez gets underneath it on the far sideline. And a gain of 19 yards makes it first down and goal for Oak Grove. On the opening drive here in quarter number 1, 4 minutes to play. In the first quarter, it was a interception on the first drive for Sargent County. They give it back to Oak Grove. Had them on a 3rd down and 9, but the Grovers picking up the first down there. Now they're facing first and goal. Running back is Card in the backfield. Behind 2 fullbacks in front of him. That's where the handoff will go. Looks for some space up the middle, and he is in.
Touchdown, Grovers.
Cody Card in from 4 yards out, his 7th carry in that opening drive. And the touchdown makes it 6-0 on the scoreboard. 3:54 to play in quarter number 1. And the Grovers come out here looking for the extra point. The kicker for Oak Grove, Card will hold. And it's Luke Johnson on to kick. He's in charge of the kicking and punting duties for Oak Grove. Snap, and they're going to fake it. Card will roll out to the right. Man in the end zone. Too high and intercepted by Decker in the end zone. So the 2-point conversion fails with 3:54 to play in quarter number 1. Oak Grove strikes first. 6-0 the score. They'll kick it back to Sargent County when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic offers the highest quality of care with a personal touch. Vision is one of life's most precious gifts, not to be taken lightly. At Bergstrom Eye, their goal is to earn their patients' trust and loyalty and to maximize the quality of their lives. They strive to exceed patients' expectations and help each patient understand all aspects of their eye health care. Berkshire High is located on South University Drive in Fargo. Book an appointment today at berkshiremai.com.
The team at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is a proud sponsor of Oak Grove football. Their team is focused on comprehensive and trusted care and offers services in general dentistry, orthodontics, and cosmetic dentistry. Let them put their experience to work for you at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry. We love to see your smile. Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is located at 211 on Fish Street South in Moorhead, or go online to donnabauerdentistry.com.
Well, welcome back with 3:54 to play in quarter number 1. Oak Grove striking first versus Sargent County after a 4-yard touchdown run for the running back Card. As he had 7 carries on that opening drive. We'll tally up those totals in just a minute. Johnson will kick it back to Sargent County. Hanson and Newstall back deep for the Bulldogs. Johnson ready to go with the kickoff and a pooch kick in the middle. It's going to go all the way to the back row. It's going to get to Newstall out to the left side to the 40. Now he's going to look for some space to midfield. Newstall down the sideline, stiff arms a defender and pushed out of bounds.
Howard Newstall on the return. Michael
And Newstall takes it into Oak Grove territory, and first down and 10 for the Bulldogs and plus territory on the Grovers' 24-yard line. Check that, 34 rather, as Newstall brought it along the far sideline, making it first down and 10. McFarland and company with good field position on drive number 2. Drive number 1 resulting in an interception from Trevin Rodriguez for Oak Grove. McFarland this time hands it off to Hanson on the jet sweep, trying to find some space on the outside to make a man miss. Does so once successfully. Bakagard makes the tackle, and it is second down and 13.
From the Grover 37.
So a nice play from Bakagard, and it's second down and 13. And Oak Grove fired up here on the second down and 13 play. Decker split out wide to the left. Hanson in the slot for Sargent County. McFarland in the shotgun with Newstall behind him, the running back. Play action. He's going to try and keep it himself. He makes a man miss. Gets across the line of scrimmage. McFarland gets it across the 30-yard line to the 29. As Schumacher brings him down last. And a gain of about 8 for McFarland makes it third down and 5.
Make some noise!
Big third down play for Sargent County, trying to find some points after the nice return from Howie Newstall. After Oak Grove struck first 6-0. McFarland in the shotgun, receiver to the near side of the field. That's Brouillard. He's going to go play action, back over the middle, and it was tipped and knocked away. Good defense from Oak Grove, and incomplete pass. Makes it fourth down and 5 for the Bulldogs with 2:15 to play in quarter number 1. Bulldogs 0, Grover 6. Bulldogs facing a big fourth down here. Still early in the game, but trying to find some momentum after the score from Card for Oak Grove, making it 6-0. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. McFarland in the shotgun. Rolls out to the right, fires to the sideline. Nice snag on the sideline, staying in bounds. And that was caught by Ryland Brouillard. And a gain of 11 to Brouillard, and the Bulldogs first down. Really nice pitch and catch there, McFarland. That's the design rollout play, sending the slot receiver Hanson deep downfield and breaking off to the sideline. Brouillard makes the catch, and they come out in a similar formation here. This time at the top is Decker on the left side of the formation. McFarland the snap, surveys the field, fade right into the end zone for Brouillard, and just out of his reach. And falling incomplete. I'll tell you what, though, even though that pass falling incomplete from Avery McFarland, putting it only where Brouillard can get to it. No chance for the defender to try and get around the receiver, Brouillard. But the pass falling incomplete, and it will be second down and 10 from the Grovers 18-yard line. 2:02 to play, quarter number 1. Grovers 6, Bulldogs 0. Bulldogs looking to answer right here. 3 receivers to the left side. McFarland in the shotgun again. Newstall, the running back, hands it to him. He'll get up to the 15, maybe, and gets brought back. Did he get that far? Not quite. To the 16, maybe, and a gain of about 4.
Brought down by Green after a short gain.
And now it's going to be third down
and 8 for the Bulldogs.
and 8 officially for Sargent County, trailing by 6 here in the opening quarter, approaching the minute-and-a-half mark in quarter number 1. Receivers split out to the left is Decker, 2 to the right, that's Brouillard and Hansen. McFarland back to pass, fires to the left, and that's going to be caught on a low throw, nearly up to the marker, a low pass, and a nice catch from Logan Decker.
Gain of 7 on play.
Gain of 7, and it's fourth down and 2.
It's fourth down. We need to stop. Make some noise.
Grovers will send in an extra defensive lineman up front. What will the Bulldogs dial up here on fourth down and 2? For the most part, have been going through the air so far. And we're going to get a timeout down on the field. Timeout called by Oak Grove. Coach Whitney might not have liked his personnel out there. 6-0 is score. Grover's up here on Sargent County. We'll take a break here, too, on yourliveevent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop cutting-edge solutions that assist in growth opportunities. They're a proud supporter of Oak Grove and Grover Athletics. For more information, visit
And we come back from our commercial break, and McFarland takes it in on a design quarterback run. And that touchdown ties the score up at 6 apiece. The 10-yard run from McFarland. So we're 38 seconds to play in quarter number 1. Bulldogs tie it up at 6, and they will come out now in the shotgun with a receiver to the right. Wingback on the right side with a tight end. McFarland in the gun. Tosses it out to his running back, Wilprecht. Looked for some room to the right. Decided to take it up the middle. Near side. Side judge says he is short. And the two-point conversion unsuccessful. And so with 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 1, we are all tied up at 6 between the Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will kick it back to Oak Grove here to, well, as we wind down on quarter number 1, 6-6 is our score. I want to thank some of our great sponsors throughout tonight's broadcast, Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic being one of them. Vision is one of life's most precious gifts, not to be taken lightly. Bergstrom Eye offers the highest quality of care and with a personal touch. Book an appointment today at bergstromeye.com. 38 seconds to play in the opening quarter, 6-6 the score. And the Grovers will get it back. If you're just joining us, the opening drive for Sargent County was an interception almost in the red zone by Trevin Rodriguez. Oak Grove then continued to run it down the throat of Sargent County on their first possession, handing it off to their running back. That was Cody Card. Had runs of 13 yards and 10 yards and eventually ran it in from 4. Schumacher and Rodriguez back deep for Oak Grove here. Bulldogs just answered with a 10-yard run from Avery McFarland. It's going to get to Schumacher, and he's going to be met immediately from a defender. That's Nick Hansen for Sargent County. He holds him up. Some more Bulldogs come in, so the Grovers will start first down and 10 on their own 36-yard line with 33 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. 6-6 our score. Bakkegaard and company on their opening drive, as we said, running the football. Had a couple nice throws as well from the quarterback. One being out to Rodriguez in the end zone previously. This time Oak Grove comes out heavy. 3 running backs in the backfield. 2 fullbacks in front of Card. They'll hand him off to the left side, and they take a while on the handoff. More of a stretch play, looking for some space off the left tackle. And a gain of 2 for Card makes it 2nd down and 8 on their own 38-yard line. And with 15 seconds to play here in quarter number 1, see if Oak Grove elects to do another play. And it does not appear so. So the clock will wind down here on the opening quarter from Oak Grove, where the Grovers and the Bulldogs are tied up at 6 apiece. When we come back, more action of 11-man North Dakota football here on YourLiveEvent.com.
SunderlandGroup.com. That's SunderlandGroup.com.
Eide Bailey has served the Fargo-Moorhead area for over 100 years and is a top 25 CPA and business advisory firm. From healthcare consulting and technology innovation to investment knowledge and tax solutions, Eide Bailey can help you make business decisions with confidence. They'll be there for you every step of the way, from starting a business, career, or new initiative. Eide Bailey. What inspires you inspires us. For more information, go to eidebailey.com.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop cutting-edge solutions that assist in growth opportunities. They're a proud supporter of Oak Grove and Grover Athletics. For more information, visit SunderlandGroup.com. That's SunderlandGroup.com.
And we close the curtains on quarter number 1, ready to go here for quarter number 2. Clock resets at 12 minutes in the quarter. We're tied up at 6 between Oak Grove and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Late man onto the field is the running back, Andrew Green. This Oak Grove offense so far has been running the football nicely versus Sargent County, trying to find a push up front thanks to the running back, Cody Card. He's back there deep again, and a mishandled snap, but Bakkegaard quickly scampers back on top of it. And the fumble will set Oak Grove back about 3 yards. Rather 4, makes it 3rd and 14. It was actually a loss of 6 after a good first down run, so loss of 6 goes on the line of Riley Bakkegaard. So his last 4 runs have all been for negative yards. He's not in the plus territory. Loss of 1, loss of 3, and the mishandled snap, a loss of 6. So down in distance here for Sargent County. 3rd down and 14. Ball on the Oak Grove 32. Receiver to the left is Rodriguez. 2 here to the right. Bakkegaard in the shotgun, rolls out to the right, trying to go back to the left, nearly brought down by a defender. He's going to heave it to the left side. Open man, far side of the field. His tight end, Mason Hermstead.
18-yard completion.
And an 18-yard pickup puts the Grovers into Bulldog territory and a first down. 28-yard pass out to the tight end, Hermstead. Bakkegaard starting the game 3 for 3. His first pass of 10, of 19, and that one of 28. Just leaking out to the left side was Hermstead for Oak Grove, and a big first down. And now another mishandled snap, and Bakkegaard is going to be brought back. And a loss of 5 on the play. And now it's 2nd down and 14, officially a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 makes it 2nd and 14 for the Grovers.
So for Coach Melvin Whitney of Oak Grove, telling us in our Irie Insurance pregame show that a big key to the game will be starting out fast and sustaining that. They have done so here coming into quarter number 2, coming out with a long opening drive. And then that big pass play that we had previously to the tight end Mason Hermstead. A few mishandled snaps. If they can clean that up, they'll be sitting pretty here in quarter number 2. Handoff to Card. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Now brings it back up the middle across the 40. Now to the 39. And a gain of 5 for Card. Makes it 3rd down and 9. So another down and distance play here for Sargent County. See how they decide to cover this one. A tight end on either side of the formation for Oak Grove, coming out heavy. Card, the running back deep. 2 guys in front of him. That's Peterson and Green to lead block. And another mishandled snap. That's the 3rd mishandled snap between Riley Bakagard and his center.
Bakagard with the carry. No gain on the play.
The center for Oak Grove, number 71. And so now Oak Grovers facing a 4th down and 9. And now here comes our first penalty of the night. We're going to get too many men on the field for Oak Grove. And that's going to set them back. That's our first penalty of the evening from either team. So the 5-yard penalty puts the Grovers back to the Bulldog 44 rather than a 4th down and 9. Makes it 4th down and 14. Return man for Sargent County is the senior wide receiver, Rylan Brouillard. His toes up on his own 15. Bakagard back to punt, and he's going to fake it, and now he's going to keep it himself, and he probably should have kicked it away, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Nice play by Luke Martinson, and also it was Luke Martinson and number 50 for Sargent County. I think that's Gavin Christensen, as we had a number change just before we started. So a nice play as Christensen and Martinson converge, and the Bulldogs get pretty good starting field position on their next drive. 1st down and 10. They'll start on the Grovers' 45-yard line. Brouillard goes out wide to the right. Nick Hansen, the receiver on the slot on the near side. Now a little confusion. Slot receiver on the far side of the field, Braxton Hammond. Hansen in motion, and now a timeout called by Oak Grove with 8:41 to play and some confusion on the defensive side of the football. So things getting a little sloppy here in quarter number 2 for Oak Grove. We'll take a break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
8:41 to play here in quarter number 2. Things getting a little sloppy for Oak Grove on the offensive side with 3 mishandled snaps, and now some confusion defensively as Coach Whitney talking with one of his D-backs, Rodriguez, before they took the timeout. Bulldogs facing 1st down and 10. They got a new set of downs. Ball on their own 45. McFarland in the gun, rolls out to the right, has a block with Newstill in front of him, looks to the left, nobody open. Now he's going to go to the sideline, fires it back over the middle of the field, and intercepted by the Grovers. The 2nd interception of the game, this time by Spencer Schumacher. And Oak Grove gets the football back.
From the Grover 40.
The 2nd interception thrown on the game for Avery McFarland, that time getting to the far sideline and just forcing it back into the middle of the field, and probably a play there where he probably could have just ran out of bounds or chucked it out of bounds. So 2 interceptions for Avery McFarland on the night. And Oak Grove takes over, first down and 10 on their own 40. Hand off to Card, gets past the line of scrimmage, immediately stopped by Gavin Christensen. And Card picks up 2, now second down and 8. That's the 10th carry of the game for the Grover running back, Cody Card. Up over 50 yards on the night. We'll give you that tally at the half. 8 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Oak Grove football tied up at 6. Bakkegaard under center, fakes the handoff to the fullback, kicks it out to Card on the near side, and an excellent job. Absolutely great play, and a nice tackle by Rylan Brouillard to string it out along the near sideline. Makes it a loss of 2 on a good running back, Cody Card of Oak Grove, now third down and 10. That's the first handoff that went to Cody Card that goes for negative yards. That one for -2. Now third and 10, 7.5 and ticking here in quarter number 2. Card split out in the slot on the near side. Spencer Schumacher, the wide receiver, also on the near side, and 2 receivers to the left. And now we're going to get a timeout from Coach Eric Olson of the Sargent County Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs have been burned previously on some long third down plays. Olson wants to talk about it here with 7:10 to play in quarter number 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds on yourliveevent.com.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
Third down and 10 coming up for the Oak Grove Grovers with 7:10 to play in quarter number 2. Before we went to commercial break, we mentioned that the Sargent County Bulldogs have been burned a few times on some long third down plays, one of them being a 3rd and 14, I think it was, and Bakkegaard, the quarterback, tossing one out to his tight end, Mason Hermstead, for a gain of 28. So let's see how the Bulldogs play this one. Receiver to the far side of the field. Cornerbacks playing off. Bakkegaard in the shotgun. Has the snap. Rolls to the left. Under pressure. He's going to fire it up left side. And it will fall incomplete. And a diving effort by Schumacher on the far side of the field. Lined up with the linebacker, Lincoln Smith for Sargent County. Might have had the step on Smith, but the pass a little too far out in front of the receiver Schumacher, and now Oak Grove will look to punt on 4th down and 10. Previous time punting, Bakkegaard and company having trouble with the snap there. See if they can clean it up here. A couple mishandled snaps here in quarter number 2 for Oak Grove. Rylan Brouillard back deep for Sargent County. Snap this time, chest high to Bakkegaard, gets it away with the right foot. Brouillard drifting back. He's going to make a fingertip catch, shakes a tackle at the 30, brings it to the near side, 35-40. Makes a man miss, a flag flies, and out to midfield or so is Rylan Brouillard. And the flag likely in the area of a legal block in the back or holding on Sargent County. And that is a legal block in the back on Sargent County. So spot of the foul was at the 40-yard line. The 10-yard penalty takes them back to their own 30, and that's where they'll start, first down and 10. On the night for both teams have been pretty clean as far as penalties. Only one penalty apiece. It was the block in the back, and then too many men on the field for Oak Grove earlier in the game. Avery McFarland, however, has thrown 2 interceptions for Sargent County as I don't know if they ran or passed more. I think they've passed more. Coach Olson saying in the pregame, looking to establish the run, and they're going to do one here with McFarland as he just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage and picks up maybe 2 yards. Call it second down and 8.
Avery McFarland with the carry. Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
Only the second carry of the night for Avery McFarland. Had the 10-yard touchdown scamper earlier in the game, earlier in the quarter as well. So 6-6 our score, 6:20 and change to go here in half number one. Trips to the right side of the formation on the top of your screen for Sargent County. Now Neustel's going to go out there. McFarland is going to throw out to his receiver, and that play going nowhere.
Tackle for loss.
As the pass went out to Luke Martinson. Lining up in the receiver spot, the sophomore making the catch.
Loss of 10 on the play.
And the loss of 10 makes it 3rd down and long for Sargent County.
23.
I don't know if the Bulldogs were looking to try and pass after Martinson had it, trying to run a little trickery, but the pass just not getting out there quick enough. Give credit to Cody Card defensively to read it nicely and make the tackle. Makes it 3rd down and 17 officially on their own 23-yard line. Receivers split out to the near side of the field. That's Logan Decker. 2 receivers to the right. Wilprecht, the man in motion, and now we've got early movement. And a false start on Sargent County will back them up. And the 5-yard penalty, only their second of the game, but makes it 3rd down and 22. With 5:15 and counting to play in quarter number 2. Receiver near side is Decker. 2 receivers to the right. Hansen in the slot. Brouillard out wide. Hansen goes in motion. McFarland has the snap. Looks to the left, and he's going to be wrestled down by Bakagard. Bakagard on the blitz. McFarland didn't see him. And an opportunity for Oak Grove inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. The loss of 6 makes it 4th down and long, 4th down and 28 to be specific. And the Bulldogs will need a good punt from Rylan Brouillard with 4.5 to play in quarter number 2. Late man comes onto the field for Sargent County. That's Wilprecht. Brouillard to punt. Good snap. Tries to put a good boom into this one. End over end punt. Rodriguez gets it at the 41, and he called a fair catch on the line drive punt. Nick Hansen was there to meet him right away. And the Grovers will take over 1st down and 10 on the Bulldogs' 40-yard line. So if you're just joining us, we're tied up at 6 with 4:14 to play. You're tuned in on yourliveevent.com. Dawson Peterson bringing you the play-by-play coverage tonight. Will, the cameraman, doing an excellent job here out at Oak Grove. 6-6 our score. Grover's in plus territory with Bakagard in the pistol. Green behind him as the running back. Bakagard has the snap. There's an option play, and the assignments were right there for Sargent County. The pitch goes back to Jesse Peterson, I beg your pardon.
Peterson refusing to go down.
And Peterson
Eventually stopped by Howard Neustel.
gets a gain of 5 after running into Howie Neustel.
2nd and 6 from the Bulldog 36.
Bulldogs played their assignments correctly there on the defensive side with Logan Decker, the defensive end, in charge of keeping his eyes on the quarterback on the option play. But Peterson fighting a forward for 4 yards, officially 2nd down and 6. Bakagard, this is going to be a design quarterback run and had some space as he gets 4 and makes it 2nd down and 2.
3rd and 1.
Rather 3rd down and 1, excuse me.
Bulldog 31.
Third down and 1, ball on the Bulldogs' 31-yard line for the Oak Grove Grovers. Coming out of the shotgun, Bakagard has his running back Peterson to his right. It's going to go right to Bakagard, and he's going to run into the defensive line of Sargent County right up to the 30-yard line, says our near side official. It'll depend on the spot. And the far side line judge, he signaled 1st down, and our white hat official says it is as well. So needed 1, and he got it. Makes it 1st down and 10. Oak Grove Grovers haven't beat Sargent County since the year 2017 when they won 41-24. Sargent County at the time, before the co-op, known as Milner North Sargent, and the Bulldogs have had success versus Oak Grove, 5-1 since then. Bakagard back to pass. Hit as he thrown into some defenders, and it's intercepted by Fletcher Wilprick out around the 10-yard line. He's going to have some blockers to the near side of the field. 30, 35, 40. Tries to make a man miss, but that's the quarterback. Bakagard wraps him up at the legs, and he brings it out to his own 44-yard line. And now first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. And the first interception of the night from Bakagard.
Chance to win an autographed football, and all of our youth football players get ready to be recognized at halftime.
So that's one of those plays where Bakagard, he threw that into a crowd, but hit as he threw. Good pressure from the senior defensive end, Logan Decker. I think he got a piece of the right arm from the senior quarterback, Bakagard. McFarland now in the gun, rolls out to the right, immediately fires, and diving, looking for his receiver, Brouillard, but it falls incomplete. And now second down and 10. McFarland on the night, 5 of 8 for 19 yards. Had that pass previously on the last drive that lost 10. Bulldogs now facing second down and 10, trying to move the football versus the stout defense so far tonight of Oak Grove. Bulldogs have had to earn every yard. McFarland fakes the bubble to the right, being chased down by a Grover defender, trying to keep it himself, looking for some space on the far side, and the flag flies. And I think that's going to be a blindside block on Nick Hansen, something that's illegal now. Trying to worry about player safety. And rightfully so, Nick Hansen. Now that's the blindside block, says our lead official on the far side of the field. Nick Hansen laying the wood on the far side. So the personal foul will set back Sargent County 15 yards, and that's just a tough penalty for the Bulldogs to take in that territory with only 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Ball will be spotted at the Bulldog 22.
McFarland, he was along the far sideline. He wasn't going to get very many yards, but just trying to bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Man hustles off for Oak Grove. Grover, some confusion up front. The snap goes to McFarland. Pumps to the left. Now he's got to roll out, looking to find a man. It's going to be Hansen on the far sideline making the catch, and he gets it back to the line of scrimmage maybe. And now third down and long.
Makes it 3rd and 32.
Call it a gain of 1 or 2. So another big play here on third down for Sargent County. Line of scrimmage on their own 22-yard line. First down marker sits on the Grovers 46. Third down and long for Sargent County. 2 receivers to the left. Hansen comes in motion. McFarland will go back to pass. Looking to the left on the wheel route is Hansen. He goes up over the top. No, nearly made the catch off the bobble. On the coverage was the running back Card. Rather, linebacker on the defensive side of the football is Cody Card. And the incomplete pass keeps it at 4th down and long. So good effort from Nick Hansen on the near side. Tried to go over the top of Cody Card. And after the bobble, nearly caught it there too. But it falls incomplete, so 4th down and long. Rodriguez back to receive the punt. Brouillard, another good punt as Rodriguez has to go back to his own 44-yard line. And that's where Oak Grove will go first down and 10. 2-minute drill, 1:41 to play, quarter number 2. We'll keep it right here on yourliveevent.com. Oak Grove Grovers tied up with the Sargent County Bulldogs. 6-6 on the scoreboard. Don't go away. We'll go into our halftime report after a short break. Once the scoreboard hits triple zeros here in quarter number 2, give you some halftime statistics and talk about the expectations for the second half for both teams, as the Oak Grove Grovers have done what Coach Whitney wanted. wanted to come out fast and sustain that fast pace, and they did so up until they got a little sloppy in the second quarter with some fumbled snaps between the quarterback, Bakkegaard, and his center. Bakkegaard takes the snap here, and it's going to be a keeper up to his own 49-yard line, so a gain of 4.
Tackled by Luke Martinson. Gain of 4 makes it second.
Martinson makes the tackle for Sargent County, now 2nd down and 6. 1:20 to play, quarter number 2. Grover's trying to put together a drive to end the first half. Bakkegaard in the shotgun, rolls out to the right, looking for a receiver in the middle of the field and hits the deck. He was looking for Rodriguez.
Falls short.
And good pressure from linebacker Howie Newstall for Sargent County. And also Luke Martinson at his defensive end spot.
In person, no worries. Or Hakuna
1:07 to play, quarter number 2, tied up at 6. Grover's trying to march down the field. They'll need to go 51 yards en route to some more points. Facing a 3rd down and 6. Bakkegaard in the gun, rolls out to the right, zips it that way, and a nice defensive play from Brouillard to reach around the receiver, Spencer Schumacher. And he breaks it up, makes it 4th down and 6 with 63 seconds to play in quarter number 2. Incompletion on the play, 2 straight incompletions.
liveevent.com, and all home volleyball games are streamed on the YouTube on the Grover
1:03 to play.
channel. Volleyball games
First
go to
half,
Grover
Brouillard will
channel.
go back to receive the
Football
punt
games
for
go to
Sargent
Grover
County.
Live Event.
Bakkegaard will punt it away for Oak Grove, facing a 4th down and 6. Think we'll see a fake here from the Grovers. We won't. Bakkegaard, high punt. Brouillard's going to let it fall, and it will take a bounce momentarily for Oak Grove, and now down at the Sargent County 24-yard line. So with 55 seconds to play in the first half, the Bulldogs will need to go 76 yards en route to some points before the end of the second quarter. Let's go back a week where the Bulldogs faced off against the Central Cass Squirrels, a team ranked very highly in the state rankings. Hung with them for a first half of play, 7-0 at one point in the first half, and then some untimely turnovers for the Bulldogs. Went down 12-0 at half, eventually lost 26-6. Here's a handoff. That is Wilprecht, and brings it out to the 25-yard line, and that's only a gain of 1.
Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
And 2nd down and 9, ball on their own 25, inside 40 seconds. Let's see if Coach Eric Olson for Sargent County is content with a 6-6 tie here in the first half. McFarland, 2 interceptions in this half as well. They look to go through the air at all. They'll maybe just try to go deep as time expires. 15 seconds to go in the first half. McFarland in the gun, has a running back on either side, hands it off. That's going to go to Newstall, finds a lane, and he's going to get a first down. That'll stop the clock. And now Newstall breaks free across midfield to the 40, now to the 30, brought down by a defender. And with 1 second left on the clock, the Bulldogs will have a first down and 10 right there. And a timeout from Sargent County. So they'll get first down and 10. One final play will come up next for Sargent County. The gain going from 125-yard line to the other. Rather to the 23, it looks like. So a gain of about 53 is what it'll be for Newstall for Sargent County. And the largest run of the night for either team. Looked like Newstall was going to be brought down early in the play, but breaking free that time. And they'll have one more play, the Bulldogs will, before the end of the first half. Coming out of the timeout from Coach Eric Olson for the Bulldogs. McFarland will be in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, tight end on the left side of the formation for Sargent County. That's number 82, Braxton Hammond, and Decker, the receiver, split out wide to the left side. So now another timeout called, this time by Oak Grove. With 1 second to play in the first half, the Bulldogs will have one final play before this first half ends, and we're tied up at 6. If you're just joining us here on yourliveevent.com, early on in the game, we had 2 interceptions thrown by senior quarterback Avery McFarland for Sargent County. The first one going to Trevin Rodriguez on the opening drive of the game. And then the second interception to Schumacher. That's Spencer Schumacher. And another interception, but this time on the side for the Oak Grove Grovers, it was Bakagard. He was intercepted by Fletcher Wilprecht. Hit as he threw, might I add, but an interception nonetheless. Both teams answering each other as the Grovers score on their first drive, and then the Bulldogs, after the interception, giving it to the Grovers, score on the ensuing drive. So here's the final play before the half. McFarland in the gun. Hansen comes across in motion, fakes the handoff. He'll go to the end zone, down the seam, and incomplete. And that will take us up to the halftime mark. He was looking for Braxton Hammond. So after the first half of play, we're tied up at 6. And we'll go into our halftime report, add up some statistics, and talk about the expectations for the second half for both Sargent County and Oak Grove. 6-6 our score at the halftime on yourliveevent.com.
Football players.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with your live event.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Super quick. You're gonna miss it.
Welcome into the halftime report. Our score after one half of play between the Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs, 6-6. So a little game recap. We had the first possession going to the Sargent County Bulldogs, and we're moving the football pretty well, might I add, but then an interception thrown by Avery McFarland to defensive back Trevin Rodriguez for Oak Grove. And then the Grovers took up a lot of time in that opening quarter on their ensuing drive and got the first points of the game at 6-0. They would try and fake the extra point and go for a 2-point conversion. That was no good, making it 6-0 with about 4 minutes or so to go in the first quarter. Sargent County gets the ball back, and they answered on that drive going into the second quarter after a 10-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Avery McFarland. Their 2-point conversion try was no good, and that's how we've gotten to 6-6. Both teams have done a nice job defensively as well for Sargent County. They've actually faced a few down and distance plays where it's 3rd and 15. One of them in particular was 3rd and long, the Oak Grove Grovers were facing, and the quarterback, Bakagard for the Grovers, made a nice play and found a tight end, Mason Hermstead, for a 28-yard completion. That was one of their biggest plays of the first half. But other than that play, the Sargent County Bulldogs have done a pretty good job of stopping the Grovers on their run game after a big first quarter. For the running back, Cody Card will give you his official numbers, rather unofficial numbers from that first half of play. On the other side for Oak Grove, they got a little sloppy on the offensive side in quarter number 2. We talked with Coach Whitney in the pregame show, got his keys to the game, and he's mentioned that starting out fast is a big key for his team and sustaining their fast play throughout the game. They've started slow throughout this year. They've lost their first 3 games of the year versus the Thompson Tommies 28-14, Northern Cass Jaguars 39-21, and they've only played 1 region game, tonight being their second. Their first was at the Oaks Tornadoes on September 3rd. They lost 23-20. In that game. But they started out fast, as we said, getting the touchdown run from their running back Card, and that was their first score of the game. But in that second quarter, they had 3 mishandled snaps, all of those snaps coming from under center, so some miscommunication from Bakagard, the quarterback Riley Bakagard, and his center as he was under center, and one of those being a costly 3rd down play as well, and another coming on a punt that backed the Oak Grove Grovers back quite a ways, and Sargent County got it in plus territory. But after 1 half of play, we're tied up at 7 minutes to go in the halftime with both teams in their respective end zones. We'll take a break and come back with some statistics here on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com. At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
Welcome back into our halftime report. We're tied up at 6 between the Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Some first half statistics, but first let's thank some of our sponsors that are helping to make this broadcast possible tonight. Don Bauer Family Dentistry. The team at Don Bauer Family Dentistry offers services in general dentistry, orthodontics, and cosmetic dentistry. Don Bauer Family Dentistry. They love to see your smile. Also, Moorhead Dental Services. The staff at Moorhead Dental Associates treats their patients and friends in a clean, relaxed environment. For more info, go to moorheaddentalassociates.com. First half statistics, we'll start on the side of the Sargent County Bulldogs. In the rushing column, the quarterback Avery McFarland has 6 yards on 3 carries. Had the 10-yard touchdown run earlier in the first half. Another running back, Fletcher Wilprecht, has only carried the football twice for a yard, and then Howie Neustel had a big 53-yard run, his 3rd carry of the game. He has a total of 70 rushing yards. Through the air for Sargent County, Avery McFarland, 5 of 11 for 2 interceptions. It's a little bit of a different line than he had versus Central Cass, 18 of 24 for 134 yards and a touchdown and an interception. But tonight throwing the 2 interceptions for 5 of 11. Receiving, catching those passes, 2 yards for Nick Hansen, 11 yards for Rylan Brouillard for Sargent County. And then also Logan Decker has a couple catches in there for 10 yards. And then one other catch for Nick Hansen earlier on the night as well. On the side of Oak Grove on their offensive side, we'll start with the rushing totals first for Oak Grove here tonight. Bakagard, the quarterback, has had, he's in the negative yardage mark just because he had some mishandled snaps. He has -4 yards on 9 carries. Also running, Jake Wolf has a carry for 8 yards. The running back for Oak Grove, Cody Card, has 11 carries for 53 yards total for Oak Grove, and then also 5 yards on 1 carry for the running back, Jesse Peterson. Through the air, the quarterback, Riley Bakagard, hasn't been too bad. He has 3 completions and 2 incompletions, making him 3 of 5 and an interception. Those 3 completions, one for 10 yards, another for 19, and then another for 28 yards. So just going up and up, but had the interception and an incompletion in that first half. Who caught those those passes, you ask? It was Spencer Schumacher. Check that, was the tight end Mason Hermstead, had a 28-yard catch. And also Cody Card had a 10-yard catch. And then also was Trevin Rodriguez, had a 19-yard grab. So about 2 minutes to go here in the halftime. Bulldogs still talking on their east end of the end zone. Oak Grove on the near sideline, stretching before we get started with half number 2. We'll take another break. More action coming up when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounce to the end open, is down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Almost set to go for half number 2. Welcome back to Oak Grove here on YourLiveEvent.com. Dawson Peterson on hand alongside Will Thompson, our cameraman. This evening, Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs were all tied up after one half of play at 6-6. Gave you some statistics and a game recap earlier on. They added 3 minutes onto the clock. Then the Bulldogs and the Grovers get loose here for the second half. Let's talk about some of the keys of the game for both of these teams. First for Sargent County, in our Irie Insurance pregame show, Coach Eric Olson telling us that the offensive line play is going to be big for the Bulldogs here tonight. And going hand in hand with that, if you establish the offensive line, you're going to establish the run game. And so far here tonight, it's been a little bit of a struggle for Sargent County in the run game. Other than the long run that Howie Newstall broke off late in the first half, a 53-yard run. He's got 70 yards on the ground. Other than that, they had a 10-yard carry from Avery McFarland into the end zone. 13 yards from Howie Newstall, but other than that, trying to find it through the air at 5 of 11 for 2 interceptions. That was Avery McFarland's line in that first half. So we'll see how the Bulldogs elect to go in this second half offensively, try and establish the run a little bit more, or keep trying to pick it up through the air. Remember, Avery McFarland has thrown 2 interceptions on the night, one to Shoemaker and the other to Trevin Rodriguez of Oak Grove. Coach Melvin Whitney Jr. in our Irie Insurance pregame show really said that starting fast is going to be a big key. He really pounded that into the head of his team here during the first week. During the week preparation here of the game versus Sargent County, starting fast is a big key, and don't come out slow and get too far behind to come back. They didn't come out slow. They started pretty fast, and they're not behind. We're all tied up at 6. They started fast, but also sustaining that sort of rhythm was going to be big for Oak Grove tonight, and they did that coming into the second quarter early on. But in the latter half of the quarter, they had some sloppy play on offense with some mishandled snaps. I think they had 3 or 4 mishandled snaps. Luckily for them, none of them got picked up by Sargent County. They were able to jump on top of them, but they were looking pretty sharp early on in the game up until those mishandled snaps. So after 1 half of play, when it's all said and done, we are tied up at 6 apiece between Sargent County and the Oak Grove Grovers. So to start this second half, Sargent County will kick it back to Oak Grove. And back deep for the Grovers is number 19, Spencer Schumacher, and also number 10, Trevin Rodriguez. The kicker for Sargent County is Kotke. That's John Kotke. As he'll start up here in half number 2. Bulldogs will kick it off to Oak Grove here for half number 2, and a good kick that goes right between the 2 return men. It's going to be picked up right in the middle of the field by Spencer Schumacher. Tries to find some space out to the 20 to the 21 and gets brought down at the 22. Good line drive kick from Kaki, and the Grovers will start first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line. For Sargent County, a big 3-and-out would obviously prove to be pretty good here to start half number 2. Let's see what they can do for Oak Grove. Like we said, they were pretty good in that first quarter running the football with the running back Cody Card, and that's who they go to, and he'll bite off a good chunk of yards there for a gain of 6. And makes it second down and 4.
Gain of 6 will make it 2nd and 4 for the Grovers.
59 yards running tonight for Cody Card on 12 carries.
From the Grover 28.
I always say here in the second half of really any football game, any sport, who's going to throw the first punch and how does the other team respond? Oak Grove with the football first, coming out in a different formation with 3 running backs in the backfield. Counter play, that's going to be to the running back, number 32, Andrew Green, and he gets ripped down at the 38-yard line, and a gain of 10 gives a new set of downs for Oak Grove. And the first carry of the game for Green makes it first down and 10 on their own 38.
First down.
Defensive line for Sargent County, they're going to have to be big here in this second half as Oak Grove might be looking to run the football a little more, as this one's going to go to Card across the 40 to the 41 and wrestled down at about the 42. And a gain of 4 makes it second down and 6.
Second and 5. The Grover 42.
Three straight handoffs for Oak Grove to start half number 2. Same formation, tight end on the end of either side. A T formation with 3 running backs. Counter play. This is Card. He's got some room across midfield. Runs over McFarland, who hangs on to him and brings him down at the 46 in plus territory for Oak Grove.
Good enough for a Grover. First down.
And a gain of 11 for Cody Card. Gives him 74 yards on the night on 14 carries. Same formation again. Sargent County trying to find an answer for this running attack for Oak Grove. This time it's going to go to Rodriguez. He runs into the defensive end, Josh Whittish, for Sargent County, but slips out of the tackle, brings it up to the 46-yard line. And the gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 5.
41. Here's a little Tom Petty for you.
Rodriguez, a quiet night in the running attack, only 11 yards on 2 carries. That's his first of the second half. Had a 19-yard catch. Defensively, an interception was the first one of the game. Rodriguez, the deep running back, has 2 fullbacks in front of him, tries to cut it back to the middle of the field on this second down run up to the 38-yard line or so. Call it a gain of 3, now 3rd and 2.
Make it 3rd and 2.
Long opening drive so far for Oak Grove, taking 3 minutes off the clock. We're tied up at 6, inside 9 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Running backs in the backfield, Jesse Peterson, Trevin Rodriguez, and Cody Card. Handoff is going to go to Rodriguez, trying to find the corner. Brings it back upfield, has Whittish on his back, but he gets 3 yards, needed 2, and that's an Oak Grove first down.
Gain of 3 makes it good enough for a Grover. First down. Special hello to Casey Spriggs and Andrew Zuger. Welcome to the game, boys. Stay classy.
8.5 to play in quarter number 3. Rodriguez comes out for Oak Grove. Running back Andrew Green back on with his running backs beside him, Peterson and Card. Handoff goes to Card to the right side, trying to find space around the 30-yard line, but he couldn't quite get there.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Gets to the 31 and a gain of 4. Make it 3, 2nd and 3. Second down and 7, Oak Grove on the Bulldogs 32. They've taken 4 minutes off the clock here in their opening drive of the second half. Bakagard under center, still 3 running backs in the backfield, running it through Sargent County to start the second half. Card, he's going to break through some arm tackles and bring it up to the 25. Green, excuse me. Andrew Green.
Hammond and McFarland.
And close to the line to gain, makes it 3rd and 1, a gain of 6. 16 yards on the ground for Andrew Green. And 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1. Clock will wind now, 7:25 and change in quarter number 3. Oak Grove receiving the second half kickoff. Heavy set to the right side. Will the Grovers go to the strong side? They're going to sneak it with Bakagard, and depending on the spot, looks like he got it, and he did. Gets 2.
Howard Newstall. That's good enough for a
Howard Newstall comes up with a stop, but not in time, and the gain of 2 is another Grovers first down. And a long opening drive in the second half. 7 minutes to play in the third as Rodriguez checks in for the running back, Andrew Green. We're tied up at 6. Oak Grove looking to punch it in and take the lead back. Hustling back up to the line of scrimmage. Bakagard under center. Rodriguez in the backfield. He'll take the toss off the right side to the 25, trying to find some space at the 20. He does. 19, 15, into the 10, inside the 5-yard line of Sargent County, and brought down out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds after 1.
At about the 1-yard line, a gain of 23 for Trevin Rodriguez. That's the longest run of the night for Oak Grove. And they face a first down and goal. Handoff left side, Rodriguez. will score, and the score will be 12-6 with 6:34 to play in quarter number 3. Rodriguez, a big catalyst on the opening drive of the second half, taking up nearly 6 minutes of time, taking 5 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. 6:34 to play in the third quarter. Grover's up by 6. It's 12-6, and now they'll go for the two-point conversion. Bakkegaard under center, fakes the toss to the right, rolls out to the left, looking for a man, batted into the air, and will fall incomplete. So a little drama on the two-point conversion, but when it's all said and done, it falls incomplete. And with 6:34 to go in quarter number 3, the Grovers take a 6-point lead, 12-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
With 6:33 to play in quarter number 3, the Oak Grove Grovers take it 78 yards and punch it in for 6 points. Two-point attempt was no good. Johnson on to kick. Nick Hansen and Howie Newstall back deep for Sargent County, trying to answer on the ensuing drive here in the second half. Hansen and Newstall right around their own 20-yard line. Johnson to kick off for Oak Grove. They've kicked it short previously. Let's see what they do here. They will go deep. It's going to come to Hansen on the near side. Makes the catch at the 25. Out to the 30. Trying to find some space. Has a lane. Trips at the 40 and slides forward to the 45 for a run back of about 24 yards. And it goes right up to the 45-yard line. So 25 yards officially. 6:27 to play in quarter number 3. Bulldogs will start first down and 10 on their own 45-yard line. For Sargent County in that first half, hasn't moved the ball particularly well. Their biggest play was the 53-yard run from Howie Newstall, breaking free from some Grovers tackles late in that first half. Actually got brought down with 1 second to play, and the Bulldogs unsuccessful on the attempt after that. Here they come out, double twins, receivers to the left and to the right. Hansen comes in motion. McFarland's going to keep it, has a block, crosses midfield into Grovers territory, and picks up 11 and a first down for the Bulldogs.
11-yard carry is good enough for a Bulldog first down. It'll be
quarterback on quarterback crime as Bakkegaard takes down McFarland. McFarland, a rushing touchdown tonight, 5 of 11 through the air, but 2 interceptions. One interception went to Trevin Rodriguez, the other to Spencer Schumacher. Both of those coming in the first half. This is only the first drive of the second half for the Bulldogs with 5:50 to go in the third. McFarland rolls out to the left, evades the pressure, makes a man miss at midfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage, to the 40 now to the 35. Angles to the near sideline, trying to get brought out of bounds, and now he finally does on the Grovers 28-yard line. And a gain of 17 for McFarland. After a gain of 11 on the previous play, he had 6 yards rushing in the first half. He had 6 yards rushing in the first half and has busted off 11 and now 17 here in half number 2. We got some scores from around the area on YourLiveEvent.com. Some of our other streams, we'll give those to you here momentarily. With Oak Grove in front by 6 here, 12-6. McFarland mishandles a snap, gets it to Newstall. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? No. I think he's going to lose either 1 or 2. Call it a loss of 2, and now it's 2nd and 12. So some scores from around the area. Shanley over Cheyenne at the half, 17-14. Start of the third quarter in Region 1 between Central Cass and Oaks. The Squirrels with a lead 10-0. And at the half, Hillsborough Central Valley over Northern Cass 29-0. Burrows all over the Jaguars. Jaguars, a team that Oak Grove lost to earlier in the year, 39-21. Here's McFarland in the gun. Man in motion is Hansen. Fakes the handoff, goes down the middle, and coming back, and did he make the catch? He did. A great catch by the tight end, Braxton Hammond. Ball inside the 15-yard line to the 12. And the 28-yard pickup, rather 18, and a Bulldog first down. A great catch by Hammond that time. If he doesn't come back for it, that pass might be intercepted. Would have been the third of the game for McFarland. Now in the shotgun, two receivers to the right and the left. Newstill to the left of McFarland. The shotgun snap there, and a flag will fly, and a false start on Sargent County.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 15.
So the 5-yard penalty backs it up to 1st down and 15 on the Oak Grove 17, rather. Only the 4th penalty of the game for Sargent County. 35 yards of total penalties in tonight's game. Previous play, a 18-yard catch from McFarland to his tight end, Braxton Hammond. Notice Hammond, he makes the catch. He came back for that ball a little bit, and if he doesn't do that, that's intercepted. He saw the defender. You could see him glance to his left a little bit, and he makes the catch. That's a big pickup. Now it's 1st and 15. Hansen, the man in motion. McFarland looks to the left. He'll load up to the end zone, and incomplete. And the defender, Trevin Rodriguez, over there on the coverage. Looking for Logan Decker.
Rodriguez falls incomplete, makes it 2nd and 15.
Now 2nd and 15. Rodriguez, obviously, don't have a good look at it up here on the grandstands behind the fans, but from here, he might have got away with a push defensively. No flags fly, so 2nd and 15.
Streamed on the Grover Athletic Club YouTube channel.
3:45 to play, quarter number 3. This is only the second drive of the second half. Oak Grove had the football for nearly 6 minutes to open the half. McFarland in the gun again. Looks to the left, fakes, looks to the end zone now. In the back, there's the flag, and incomplete pass, but a flag comes in, and I think they'll get Rodriguez this time. And they'll drop the flags they'll say the spot of the foul was at about the 12-yard line, and it was pass interference on the Grovers. So from the spot of the foul is where the penalty will go, is 5 yards. So 2nd down and 15, the penalty. Trying to find the spot. They call it on the 8. And a 10-yard penalty on the Grovers defense. And now it's 1st down and goal on the Grovers 8-yard line. Opportunity for Sargent County to answer on their ensuing drive here in half number 2. 12-6, 3:38 to play, quarter number 3 here in Oak Grove. Receiver split out to the right side is Brouillard. Pistol set with McFarland, has the snap, fakes the wheel route. Rather, he's going to go there out to Newstill, and he's right at the sticks.
Pass for McFarland complete to Ryland Bruin.
And the pass is a pickup of about 5.
Rodriguez brings up a big 3rd and 1.
So I had a little confusion here. It's 3rd down and 1. The scoreboard said 1st down and 8. Now it's 3rd and 1. See what they dial up here for Sargent County. Maybe a keeper with McFarland. They come out in a similar formation, and that's where they're going to go. He finds a gap. Did he find the end zone? He did. 5 yards in. The 2nd rushing touchdown for Avery McFarland tonight. And we are all tied up with 3:27 to play in quarter number 3 at 12 apiece between the Oak Grove Grovers and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Nice crowd on hand here at the home field for Oak Grove, and excellent sight as well with the river as a backdrop through the park. And they're getting a great game too. You're getting it as well on yourliveevent.com. 12-12. Here's the 2-point attempt for Sargent County. McFarland fakes to the left into the end zone, and he caught it. Through the defender, Rodriguez. He was draped all over Decker, the receiver. It somehow slid through. The 2-point conversion attempt is good, and it's 14-12, a 2-point lead for Sargent County with 3:27 to play in quarter number 3. We'll be back. Will Thompson, 30 seconds on yourliveevent.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
First drive of the second half for the Sargent County Bulldogs results in 6 points with a 2-point conversion, making it 8 points if my math is correct. 14-12 the score. Bulldogs ahead by 2, and they'll kick it back to Oak Grove. For the Bulldogs, they'll need to find an answer to this Oak Grove running attack. A running attack between Cody Card and Trevin Rodriguez. It was Rodriguez getting in from 1 yard, set up by a 23-yard run on the first drive for Oak Grove. Kick is away. It's a bouncer. Will go all the way to the back line. Picked up by Schumacher on the far side, trying to find some space at the 35 and to the 36, and gets wrestled down right around the 37-yard line of the Grovers.
Grover 38.
So first down and 10 for Oak Grove. They had a nearly 6-minute drive to open the second half as they received the kickoff from Sargent County. On that drive, Sargent County didn't really have an answer for the Grovers' rushing attack. Grovers only threw one pass in that drive. The rest were handoffs. 24 yards on that drive for Card. 24 yards for Trevin Rodriguez. 16 yards for Andrew Green on their first drive of the second half, trying to repeat it here on their second drive. Bakagard's going to keep it, has a man out in front on a block, and he'll get wrestled around in the backfield.
Bakagard with the carry.
Brought down by
Gain of 1 on the
number 50, Gavin Christensen of Sargent County, and makes it second down and 9. Only a pickup of 1 for Bakagard. Mishandled snaps in the first half brought him into negative yardage rushing. Approaching the positive mark here nearly. He's got -1 on 11 carries. 3 running backs in the back. They go heavy, all in the 3-point stance. Bakagard has the snap, gives it to Card. Goes inside the defensive end. That was Josh Whittish as he finds a lane to the 45-yard line for a gain of 6. And now it's third down and 4.
By Gavin Christensen. Makes it 3rd and 3 for the Grovers.
Christensen on the stop again for Sargent County. So how will Oak Grove answer the touchdown drive from the Bulldogs previously, facing a big 3rd down and 3? Handoff to Carr, nearly wrapped up in the backfield. Holding on for dear life was Christensen in the backfield with his right hand. Let his teammates get there with Whittish and Grady Wielander. So Christensen has his name all over this drive for Sargent County on the defensive side. And no gain makes it 4th down and 3. Big play in quarter number 3, 1:40 to play in the quarter. Bakagard under center, tight end on either side of the formation. Has the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll go back to pass, looking for a man to the right, and incomplete. Oh, and a flag flies.
Pass from Bakagard to Schumacher. ball is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
And not completely sure where the flag is on that one. The pass got to the receiver, to Schumacher. And batting it away was the defensive back. I think it was Brouillard back there. And well, that's a tough pass interference call on the far side of the field. Coach Eric Olson for Sargent County can't believe it. And the pass interference call will result in an automatic first down for Oak Grove and the 15-yard penalty. The second penalty of the second half for Sargent County. And much to the dismay of the Sargent County fans, Oak Grove has the first down call. Ball on the Bulldogs 40. Wingbacks on either side of the formation. Down running back is Jesse Peterson. That's where it's going to go, and no gain for the running back Peterson.
Tackled by Grady Wheelander and Howard Newston. No gain on the play.
Only the second carry of the night for Peterson. And you can feel the juices flowing a little bit here in Oak Grove. After the pass interference call, Oak Grove fans like it. Sargent County not so much. Grover is getting the better side of it. And no gain on the previous play makes it 2nd down and 10. Bakagard this time in the shotgun. Man in motion is Rodriguez. They fake the handoff. He's going to go back to pass, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by the defensive lineman of Sargent County. Up onto his feet, Elliott Roeder for the Bulldogs. And now 3rd down and 14. Ball on the Sargent County 44. Call it 44 and a half.
September 17th, that's next Friday. The Grovers will travel to Lisbon to take on the Broncos. They return home the following Friday, September 24th, to host Kindred.
So another big 3rd down play here for Sargent County on defense, and looks like Oak Grove will just let it wind down. And the 3rd quarter will draw to a close with a 2-point lead intact for the Sargent County Bulldogs. To quarter number 4 we go. 14-12 our score. Bulldogs in front of the Oak Grove Grovers on yourliveevent.com.
Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic offers the highest quality of care with a personal touch. Vision is one of life's most precious gifts, not to be taken lightly. At Bergstrom Eye, their goal is to earn their patients' trust and loyalty and to maximize the quality of their lives. They strive to exceed patients' expectations and help each patient understand all aspects of their eye health care. Bergstrom Eye is located on South University Drive in Fargo. Book an appointment today at bergstromeye.com.
The team at
Big 3rd down coming up for Oak Grove. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 14 to be exact. We flip sides of the field. Ball on the Bulldogs' 44-yard line. This was set up after a pass interference call called on the Sargent County Bulldogs on a 3rd down play earlier on in the drive on a bang-bang play on the far side of the field. Probably could have went either way. Both teams scored in quarter number 3, a 6-minute opening drive for Oak Grove. Bulldogs went down and answered and also got the 2-point conversion, making it 14-12. We start quarter number 4 on a beautiful Friday night. Dawson Peterson been bringing you the play-by-play coverage. Will Thompson on the camera. Oak Grove in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. Bakagard scans the defense. Has the snap on a straight drop. Immediately goes downfield to Rodriguez. Is he in bounds on the far side? Yes, he is, and a big gain. A nice pitch and catch. And a gain of 18 for Oak Grove.
That'll be 1st and 10 Grovers.
Bulldogs have had a tough time covering Trevin Rodriguez. He's got 2 catches tonight, one for 19 and another for 18.
Newman, Haley, and Matthew are students here at Oak Grove, and they want to wish their dad
subbing in for Oak Grove on the offensive side, Mason Hermstead at the tight end spot.
Mr. Newman.
Oak Grove up to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez will be split out wide here to the right. Strong side of the formation to the left. I formation for Oak Grove. Bakagard under center. Hands it off to his running back, Card. Sheds an arm tackle at the 20, and he gets ripped down forward to the 15. And a 12-yard pickup for Card. And another Oak Grove first down. Second longest run of the game for Cody Card.
First down.
Longest one previously back in the first quarter of 13. First down and 10, ball on the Bulldogs' 15-yard line. Bakagard under center. Power play left side, Card. It was going to go to the left. He rid it, and he went through the middle, and he went into the end zone from 15 yards.
15-yard touchdown carry by Cody Card.
Cody Card, his first touchdown, second touchdown of the night. And the Grovers take the lead back, 18-14 on the scoreboard, and a big two-point conversion attempt coming up next. Bakagard, the play call on the near sideline. Up to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez takes the pitch near side, stringing it out to the pylon. He's in.
Two-point conversion is good.
Two-point conversion attempt is good for Rodriguez. And with 11:23 to go in the ball game, the Grovers lead the Bulldogs 20-14. We'll take a break and come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The team at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is a proud sponsor of Oak Grove football. Their team is focused on comprehensive and trusted care and offers services in general dentistry, orthodontics, and cosmetic dentistry. Let them put their experience to work for you at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry. We love to see your smile. Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is located at 211 on Fish Street South in Moorhead, or go online to DonnaBauerDentistry.com.
Grovers go down the field and answer with a touchdown of their own. 3 possessions in this second half, 2 for Oak Grove, 2 touchdowns. 1 possession for Sargent County, and they score. And Oak Grove in front by 6, trying to do something versus the Bulldogs that they haven't done since the year 2017, and that's notch a W. They beat the Bulldogs back in 2017. Final score 41-24. Here's a pooch kick on the near side. Fair catch called, and he called the fair catch, and we'll see who comes up with it on the bobbled return, and it was Lincoln Smith, and Sargent County gets a little lucky there. Smith, he's right under it, and the end-over-end kick just squirts out of his lap. And it's first down and 10. And actually, rather, Sargent County elected for a re-kick.
We're going to kick off again.
So I'm not exactly sure. I didn't see a flag on the field anywhere. But they're going to re-kick it. Luke Johnson will kick off again for Oak Grove. And this could be costly for Sargent County after Lincoln Smith nearly fumbled it previously, and now we'll see Lincoln Smith not on the field now for this return. Chase Bope out there. This is probably the hands team for Sargent County. Newstall and Hansen back deep. Oak Grove taking their chances on that pooch kick, and they're going to do it again on the near side, this time to Bope. It's the exact same spot, so Johnson, Luke Johnson, the sophomore kicker, knows how to place it. Chase Bope that time. Can you imagine the pressure Bope was under there? Coming in for his teammate Lincoln Smith to make a clean catch. He does so. A lot of pressure there as the Grovers pooched it up. And it's first down and 10 on their own 37-yard line, so pretty decent field position for Sargent County. Receiver at the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. McFarland all kinds of time as he rolls out to the right, tries to evade the pressure, fires on the run to his teammate Nick Hansen as he goes out of bounds on the far side, out of bounds at about the 43, pushed out of bounds by the defensive back Schumacher. Makes it a gain of 5, and now 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 4, because Dave Carlson has to be difficult. From the Bulldog 43.
2nd down and 5 on the Bulldog 43-yard line. Officially 2nd and 4 up on the scoreboard, and the Grovers by 6, 20-14. 2 receivers to the right this time. In the slot is Hansen. Snap to McFarland, he'll keep it himself. Gets across the line of scrimmage up to the 45, and a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd down. Defense 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Inside 11 minutes to go in the game. Oak Grove by 6, 20-14. They've had 2 drives in the second half, and they've scored both times. The difference this second time around is they scored the 2-point conversion. Keep in mind, if Sargent County can punch one in on this drive, a touchdown ties the game. A 2-point conversion would take the lead. They're facing a 3rd down and 2, though, momentarily. Hand off to Newstall, trying to find the edge. He will, across midfield. There goes Newstall, inside the 30, 25-20, and ridden out of bounds by the Oak Grove defensive back, and deep into Grover's territory.
Gain of 25 on the play.
And a 25-yard pickup for Newstall.
From the Grover 20.
And it's 1st down and 10. Sargent County on the Grover 20-yard line. 25-yard pickup for Newstall gives him 93 on the night on only 5 carries. Had a 53-yard run late in half number 1. 2 receivers to either side. Hansen in the slot on the near side of the field. McFarland's going to keep it himself. Finds some space as he wiggles up to the 15, and he'll fall forward to the 13. And a gain of 6 makes it 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 makes it 2nd and 4 from the Grover 13.
Sargent County, they've got a good attack, establishing the run a little better here in the second half, with a 25-yard carry for Howie Newstall. Avery McFarland can get it done through the air as well. Hansen in the slot on the left side for the Bulldogs. Newstall up the middle, inside the 10, to the 5, and to the 3-yard line. And a pickup of 10 for Sargent County, and it's 1st and goal.
With Rodriguez and Green, it'll be 1st and goal from the 3.
A touchdown will tie it. 20-14 our score as we approach 9.5 minutes to play in the game. Oak Grove in front by 6. They've scored on their 2 possessions here in the second half. Bulldogs will have to find an answer on defense, but first they need to punch it into the end zone with a student section behind the west end zone, and McFarland says, no problem, I'll do it from 3 yards, and we're tied at 20.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. 9:15 remaining.
That's the 3rd rushing touchdown of the game for Avery McFarland, and we're going to be tied up at 20 with 9:15 to play in the game. Bulldogs got their 2-point conversion attempt successfully on their previous touchdown, trying to do it again. Double twins, 2 receivers to either side of the formation. McFarland in the gun. He's going to get a lead block with Newstall, and he will score. And the Bulldogs lead by 2 on the 2-point conversion. And with 9:15 to play, quarter number 4, Sargent County in front of Oak Grove, 22-20. We'll be back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Sunderland.
Well, Sargent County, they just scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and they have taken the lead by 2, 22-20, 9:15 to go in the ball game, and this is one of the best games you'll see all year. We're tied up at 6 at half. Each team has had a possession twice in this second half. Both teams have scored twice. The only difference is Oak Grove, on one of their possessions, they didn't get the 2-point conversion try. Sargent County got both of those, and that's why they lead by 2, 22-20. This is a region game between Oak Grove and Sargent County, and it's a big one as the Grovers lost their first game at the Oaks Tornadoes, and also Sargent County lost their first region game versus Central Cass 26-6. Bulldogs 1-1 overall in the season. Oak Grove looking for their first win. They sit at 0-3. Kick is away, and a good one through the middle of the returners. It's going to die at the 3. Rodriguez will take it there and bring it out to the 10-yard line, to the near side. He might have a chance. Rodriguez on the near sideline. Use your speed to the 40, and that's where he'll be out of bounds.
38-yard kick return, pushed out of bounds.
And the 38-yard kick return gives the Grovers excellent field position, and he's given the Bulldogs trouble all night. If it's on the ground, catching passes, and now on the kick return, and it's first down and 10 on their own 40-yard line with 9:06 to go in the game. Coach Eric Olson in our Irie Insurance pregame show said containing Trevin Rodriguez and the running back Cody Card would be huge tonight. We'll add up Card's numbers here on the ground. I think he's approaching the century mark overall. Rodriguez has had a big game too. Bakagard under center. The handoff goes to Card off the left side on a power play, rather counter. And does he get back to the line of scrimmage? He does. Gets to the 1 and gets wrestled back. And a gain of about 2. And makes it 2nd and 8. Running out of room on my stat sheet. That's the 20th carry for Cody Card tonight. He had 53 at the half. And he's up near 100 yards on the night. Has 2 rushing touchdowns as well. 1 from 4 yards and 1 from 15. 2nd down and 8 for Oak Grove. Handoff to Rodriguez as he weasels his way across the 40-yard line to the 41. And officially brought down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 2, and now it's 3rd and 6 for Oak Grove. Bulldogs defensively haven't exactly been sharp on 3rd down. Giving up a few big plays. One of those being a 28-yard pass from the quarterback, Riley Bakagard, I beg your pardon, to Mason Hermstead. Here's a shotgun formation. Rodriguez in motion. Bakagard, he's going to get to the line of scrimmage and gets a yard. And Newstel, he came away with the football, and the play's going to get blown dead. And an excellent 3rd down stop by Sargent County. And only a gain of 1. Bakagard got stood up, and thankfully the officials blowing it dead as Newstel ripped it away from him. And if they didn't blow that dead, Newstel would be in the end zone right now, and Sargent County would be lining up for the 2-point conversion try. Instead, we'll have 4th down and 5 inside 7 minutes to go in the game, and a timeout call from Oak Grove. Grovers down by 2. Big 4th down coming up next with 6:55 to play on yourliveevent.com.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop cutting-edge solutions that assist in growth opportunities. They're a proud supporter of Oak Grove and Grover Athletics. For more information, visit SunderlandGroup.com. That's SunderlandGroup.com.
Inside 7 minutes to go in the game. Oak Grove facing a big 4th down. 6:55 to be exact to play. You're watching on yourliveevent.com. Bulldogs by 2, 22-20. Receivers split out to the far side of the field for Oak Grove. That's Jake Wolf. 2 to the near side. That's Card and Schumacher. In the gun is Bakagard. He's going to go back to pass on a straight drop. Rodriguez has had their number all night long, and he will slide and make the catch for Oak Grove at the 36. And he does it again on a big pickup for Oak Grove of 15. And another Grover first down. 3 catches for Rodriguez. One of 19, the other of 18, and that one of 15. And his biggest catch of the night was 6.5 to play. Down by 2. Back in the heavy formation, Bakkegaard hands it off to Card. A power on the right side, and he'll be brought down from behind. First man that got to him was Lincoln Smith. And then trying to rip it out from behind was Luke Martinson. Give Card a gain of 3 and makes it 2nd down and 7. Gain of 3 on his 21st carry of the night. Now inside, 6 minutes to go. This game down to the wire. 6-6 at the half. 22-20 currently with 5:50 to play. Bakkegaard under center. Counter play. This is going to go to the running back, Jesse Peterson, and the Bulldogs hold their assignments, and Peterson gets, I think, maybe 1 or 2. And now 3rd and 6 for Oak Grove coming up next. Same thing on the 3rd down. Sargent County hasn't been good. This is 4-down territory. Haven't been good defensively, I should add. Come on with 3 running backs in the backfield. 3-point stance. It's Andrew Green, Jesse Peterson, and Cody Card in the back. It's going to go to Card. Runs into a defender, and he slips through another, and he's going to pick up 5, and now it's 4th down and 1.
Down to the 27, gain of 5, makes it 4th and 1.
22nd carry of the night for Cody Card, and he's up over the century mark officially rushing. And also 2 rushing touchdowns. Here we go with 4-down territory, 4th down and 1. I formation, Bakkegaard under center. The running back in the back, that's Card. Bakkegaard has the snap, goes to Card, and he fumbled the football. Ball is loose. We've got a rugby scrum down on the field, and the near side official says Sargent County football with 4:30 to play in the game, and the Bulldogs lead by 2 at 22-20. Unreal. As Card has had a huge night, over 100 yards, finding the end zone twice. And a fumble there. The biggest play of the game. I don't know if that was just a mishandle from the quarterback, Bakkegaard, or not. Here's Newstel off the right side out of the shotgun, and he'll get nothing. No gain, and there's 4:20 to play.
Newstel with the carry, brought down by Bakkegaard and Card. Short loss on the play.
2nd down and 11. For Sargent County. Bulldogs come up to the line of scrimmage. Receiver to the left is Decker. At the bottom of your screen, trips to the right. McFarland's going to keep it himself as the Bulldogs will maybe just try and play keep away, but now they're going to face a 3rd down. As McFarland only got about 2 or 3. Give him 3, and now it's 3rd down and 7 for Sargent County. This is a big 3rd down. The Bulldogs get the ball back on the fumble, but in danger of doing nothing with it. Up by 2 with 3:20 to play in the game, taking plenty of time here to get the play call in as Coach Eric Olson on the far side of the field talking to his quarterback, Avery McFarland, and he'll probably wind it down as far as possible and then take the timeout. There it is. Timeout comes with 3:05 to play in quarter number 4. Bulldogs in front by 2. Big 3rd down coming up next in 30 seconds on yourliveevent.com.
Ide Bailey has served the Fargo-Moorhead area for over 100 years and is a top 25 CPA and business advisory firm. From healthcare consulting and technology innovation to investment knowledge and tax solutions, Ide Bailey can help you make business decisions with confidence. They'll be there for you every step of the way, from starting a business, career, or new initiative. Ide Bailey. What inspires you inspires us. For more information, go to idebailey.com.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop.
3rd down and 7. Sargent County facing with 3:05 to play in the game. Bulldogs lead by 2. They got the ball back here in their own territory after a fumble from the running back card of Oak Grove. McFarland in the gun. Bulldogs will elect to go through the air, rolling out to the right, looking to the sideline. Oh, nice catch by Brouillard, trying to stay in bounds. But he didn't need to go the distance. Would have been great if he did, but a completed pass gives the Bulldogs a new set of downs out to their own 45-yard line and a pitch and catch of 16.
Gain of 16 will make it 1st and 10.
Only the second catch of the game for the senior wide receiver, Rylan Brouillard, and the biggest one of the game, converting on 3rd down and 7. Inside 3 minutes to play in the game. Bulldogs will probably keep it on the ground, leading by 2. Hansen comes in motion. They stay on the shotgun. Handoff goes to Newstall on an inside zone play off the right. And a good look at it here from the grandstands up to about the 47-yard line. And a gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
For the Bulldogs.
.230 to play in the game. Sargent County by 2, 22-20. Our score here on yourliveevent.com. Bulldogs won't be in any hurry to take this snap or any other. They're going to wind it all the way down as possible. Handoff, left side this time to Newstall and back to the line of scrimmage. That's the same play, but this time the other direction. And now it's 3rd and 7 after no gain. And a timeout called by Coach Whitney of Oak Grove. And it's 3rd down and 7. Same thing coming up on this 3rd down play. 7 yards to go. Back in 30 again on yourliveevent.com.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop cutting-edge solutions that assist in growth opportunities. They're a proud supporter of Oak Grove and Grover Athletics. For more information, visit SunderlandGroup.com. That's SunderlandGroup.com.
Bulldogs converted on 3rd and 7 previously in the drive after a 16-yard catch from McFarland to Brouillard. See if they try and go with something similar here. It's a designed rollout, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Brouillard up top on the top of your screen. McFarland in the gun. They'll roll out to the right again. Brouillard on the out route. That's where they'll go. And was it caught? It was. Great action there for Sargent County from McFarland to Brouillard. And from the 48 rather to the Grover 39.
1st and 10 from the Grover 39.
Another big catch for Brouillard. And inside 2 minutes, Sargent County will probably just keep it on the ground and wind out the clock. I think Oak Grove, they only have 2 timeouts left. Bulldogs out of the shotgun again, rather pistol. Handoff up the middle goes to Newstall. Nothing there. Hang on to the football, and there's the timeout from Oak Grove. Newstall got nothing, actually lost one. Card comes up with the tackle for Oak Grove. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 coming up next. We'll take another break. 30 more seconds here on yourliveevent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0000 0176.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School.
And with 1:32 to play in the fourth quarter in the ball game, Sargent County by 2, 22-20. You've gotten a great game here on yourliveevent.com with the Bulldogs in front and looking for win number 2 this season. The win would send Oak Grove down to 0-4 in their second region loss on the young year. McFarland on a keeper out to the left side, gets back to the line of scrimmage, puts his head down at the 35 and gets up to the 34. That's a gain of 6. Cody Carr brings him down.
Gain of 7 makes it third
and now third down and 4, approaching the 1 minute mark in the game. Bulldogs by 2, 22-20 the score.
It's third down, Grover Nation.
Big third down here. McFarland in the shotgun. 50 seconds, taking all the time they need. McFarland recognizes it, has it on a keeper, on a power to the right side, trying to find the corner. Smartly stays in bounds, and a flag flies on the far side. And let's see where that is. It might be a late hit on Oak Grove. I didn't get a clean look at it, but McFarland alertly. What is the call here? And that's a horse collar tackle on Oak Grove, and that will put a pin in it here for this game. So the penalty moves the Bulldogs up 15. And some fans starting to file out here with 39 seconds left. A really alert play from Avery McFarland on the far side on the previous play to stay in bounds. You could see him cut it upfield. And now he takes a knee. And with 30 seconds left, I don't think Sargent County will need to snap it again. And the Oak Grove Grovers will have to wait another year to try and beat the Sargent County Bulldogs. The last time they did it was in 2017. And they did not do it in the regular season of 2021. The final score, Sargent County by 2, 22-20. Bulldogs over the Oak Grove Grovers. That's your final score. We head into our post-game report here on yourliveevent.com.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with your live event.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel stride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com. At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics.
Bulldogs 22, Oak Grove Grovers 20, as this game went down to the wire. The play that changed the game. Actually, let me give you a game recap first. I don't want to skip the meat and potatoes before we get to the end. So the game started out with Sargent County getting the football first on their opening drive. Moved the ball pretty well, had a good mix of run and pass. But the pass was kind of been where they've went for the majority of the night. But, and I keep coming back to it, they did both pretty well tonight. Avery McFarland had a good night on the ground and a pretty good night through the air as well. Very efficient, other than a few interceptions. He threw the interception on the first drive. Oak Grove gets the football. On that ensuing drive, they go down the field, basically running it almost the entire time as Cody Card punches it in for the Oak Grove Growers. He had a big night. And then Sargent County, they didn't score until the second quarter, and they got their first touchdown after a 10-yard run from Avery McFarland, tying the game at 6. Neither team was successful on any two-point conversion tries. So after one half of play, it was 6-6 all. Start the second half, Oak Grove gets the kickoff, and on their very first possession, they march right down the field, and very similar to the first half of play, running the football. They were very strong up front, a 15-yard touchdown run from their running back. That was Cody Card. That was his second touchdown of the game. And you kind of got the sense from there that it felt like Oak Grove, they dominated that drive running the football, and they did really well, and it was kind of like, okay, if Sargent County can't make a stop here, Oak Grove might run them out here in the second half. But on the ensuing drive, Sargent County gets the football back, and they answer with a touchdown of their own. In that second half, it was a 5-yard touchdown run for Avery McFarland, the Sargent County quarterback. He had 3 rushing touchdowns on the night. So they also converted the 2-point conversion try as well, and they took the lead back by 2 at 14-12. Oak Grove on the next drive after that, they just keep on handing off the football. Trevin Rodriguez, I beg your pardon, he was big tonight with a couple of big runs and also was an absolute menace receiving the football. He only had 3 catches, but they all came at big times. 19 yards, 18 yards, and 15 yards through, catching the football from his quarterback. That was Riley Bakagard. Oak Grove would then score again there. And then we were all tied up at 20 on the scoreboard. Later in the second half, I'm kind of losing my place here giving you this game recap as they went back and forth in the entire second half. We were tied up at, it was 22-20. Excuse me, we weren't tied up, 22-20. And then Oak Grove, they were driving down the field again. Same story. They were running the football really well, and they handed off to old reliable, the running back Cody Card. But wait, he fumbled on a 4th down and 1 on a handoff from his quarterback, Riley Bakagard. Didn't really get a good look at it, but he ended up fumbling the football on the play. Sargent County recovers, and they go down, and they convert on 2 really big 3rd down plays, and they go on to win the game 22-20, the final score here tonight. So a great game for Sargent County, getting their first region win on the year after losing to Central Cass previously last week, 26-6. The final score in that game And when it comes with a good win for one team, a heartbreaking loss for the other. The Oak Grove Grovers falling 22-20, starting the season 0-4, and their second region loss on this early season so far. We'll take a break. When we come back, continue on with the post-game show as the Sargent County Bulldogs defeat the Oak Grove Grovers. Final score 22-20 on yourliveevent.com.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
Going to NESCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to around campus. I for sure will look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love you here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
At Oak Grove Lutheran School, your student will receive an education focused on strong academics, faith formation, and a heart for service. Oak Grove challenges students to discover their potential and create a better world. From sports, music, theater, and robotics, students will find a place to grow their talents. The mission of Oak Grove Lutheran School is to express God's love by nurturing students for academic achievement, lifelong Christian commitment, and loving service throughout the world. Learn more at oakgrovelutheran.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and/or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Welcome back into the post-game show as we finish up just moments ago. Sargent County Bulldogs defeat the Oak Grove Grovers. The final score 22-20, a 2-point victory as the Bulldogs went on the road here at Oak Grove. The Grovers, like we said in our game recap previously, it looked like they were going to run all over the Bulldogs in that second half. Bulldogs had an answer defensively, coming up big on some big third down plays, recovering a fumble on fourth down, and they looked really good on offense on some key third down plays, in particular Avery McFarland to his receiver Brouillard for Sargent County. That's Rylan Brouillard, one of the senior wide receivers for Sargent County. So let's run you through some final individual statistics for tonight, but first want to thank one of our sponsors from tonight's game, Eide Bailey. From healthcare, consulting, and technology, innovation to investment knowledge and tax solutions, Eide Bailey can help you make business decisions with confidence. At Eide Bailey, what inspires you inspires us. So Eide Bailey, one of our fantastic sponsors, helping to make our broadcast possible tonight, along with Sunderland Group, Donna Bauer, Family Dentistry, Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic, and Moorhead Dental Associates. Final statistics tonight as we start on the side. First for the losing team on the scoreboard, the Oak Grove Grovers. In the rushing column for tonight, Jake Wolf for Oak Grove had 8 yards and only 1 carry. The quarterback for the Grovers, Riley Bakagard, he was actually in the negative side of things, -7 yards on the night. Trevin Rodriguez had 43 yards on 9 carries. Cody Card had 120 yards, up over the century mark. Had a really nice game. 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, but a fumble lost late in the game that sealed it, giving the football back to Sargent County with hardly any time left. Also rushing the football, running back Andrew Green had 16 yards on 3 attempts. And as we go down, Jesse Peterson had 13 yards on 3 carries in tonight's game overall. Passing the football, quarterback Riley Bakagard was 5 of 8 for 90 yards with an interception thrown. Those 5 completions, 52 yards to his receiver, Trevor Rodriguez, 10 yards to one of his receivers, that's number 22, Cody Card, on 1 catch, and then a 28-yard reception to Mason Hermstead. That 28-yard reception was actually a big third down play for Oak Grove, and 28 yards for Hermstead, as we said. On the side of the team that came out on top, 22-20, for the Sargent County Bulldogs, first in the rushing column, Avery McFarland led the way with 59 yards. Rather, he led the way with touchdowns on 3 touchdowns on 59 yards on 12 carries tonight. One of his running backs, Fletcher Wilprecht, only carried the ball twice, had 1 yard, had a tough game there on his 2 carries. Howie Newstel broke off a couple big runs, one for 53 and another for 25, putting him over 100 yards at 105, and then a 19-yard run for number 82 for Sargent County. Check that, that was actually a 19-yard completion. Had that in the wrong column. That was Braxton Hammond. He actually made the catch. Braxton Hammond, a 19-yard catch on a big play for Sargent County. Through the air, Avery McFarland went 11 of 18, 72 yards and 2 interceptions. So not the best night through the air, but I tell you what, had some really big plays, some big third down plays on the final drive of the game on 3rd down and 7s. Didn't throw a touchdown, but had 72 yards, 11 of 18, 2 interceptions for the senior quarterback, Avery McFarland. And receiving the football, Nick Hansen, a sophomore receiver for Sargent County, had 7 yards on 2 catches. Also, senior receiver Rylan Brouillard had 40 yards on 3 catches. And then receiver Logan Decker had 10 yards on 2 catches, also caught a 2-point conversion in tonight's game. And we need to add on, we said it earlier, Braxton Hammond, a 19-yard catch here in tonight's game. Penalty yards for either team. Sargent County had 50 yards of penalties on 5 penalties. And for Oak Grove, they had, looks like, 25 total yards of penalties on 3 total penalty markers here tonight. So when we come back, we'll give you a little recap, look ahead to what's next for both teams as the Sargent County Bulldogs improved to 2-1 on the season. Oak Grove falling to 0-4. Sargent County winning 22-20. More post-game coverage coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic offers the highest quality of care with a personal touch. Vision is one of life's most precious gifts, not to be taken lightly. At Bergstrom Eye, their goal is to earn their patients' trust and loyalty and to maximize the quality of their lives. They strive to exceed patients' expectations and help each patient understand all aspects of their eye health care. Bergstrom Eye is located on South University Drive in Fargo. Book an appointment today at bergstromeye.com.
The team at Donna Bauer Family.
Welcome back into the post-game show as the Sargent County Bulldogs defeat the Oak Grove Grovers tonight. Final score 22-20, improving to 2-1 on the season and their first region win this year. And we're joined by the head coach, Coach Eric Olson. And, Coach, got any hair left after that game?
Is that a hair joke, Dawson? You open with a hair joke.
You can give me one back, too.
Yes, I can't give many people hair jokes back, but I can to you.
It's fair.
Yes, I do. Blood's pumping, heart's pumping a little bit, but that was an exciting win for our guys.
So talking about the keys of the game, we talked about in our Irie Insurance pregame show. You mentioned the offensive line play and trying to establish the run game. What did you think of that performance tonight?
The first half, Oak Grove was the much more physical team up front. They pushed us around both offensively and defensively, and we were able to just change a couple angles on our blocking, and I thought down the stretch that third quarter, fourth quarter, I thought we did a much better job up front, and with Avery and Howie running the ball, we were able to find some creases that second half. So I was much happier that second half than I was the first half.
So at the end of the first half, you're tied up at 6. Oak Grove, there you were running the football pretty well. What was the message to the team in the end zone at half?
Just we shifted our defensive linemen around, and didn't have them lined up in the same gaps as what we did the first half. And more than anything, we just told our defensive linemen we can't just shoot gaps because we were taking ourselves out of the play. So we needed to just be man up, and hold our ground on that line of scrimmage. And I thought we did a better job. I thought linebackers did a much better job of coming downhill that second half. But yes, Oak Grove kind of did what they wanted with us up front that first half. So I was glad the way our guys responded.
And that other key you mentioned, you guys wanted to contain Cody Card and Trevor Rodriguez, and maybe you guys didn't do that as well as you wanted to, but you end up coming out on top anyway.
Those two are explosive players, and they're two of the better ones in our region, and they're kind of a nice 1-2 attack where Rodriguez is kind of quick lightning type of player, and Cody Card he runs so hard. It takes 2-3 guys to take him down. So overall, yeah, we did just well enough to keep them in check.
So Oak Grove, the last time they beat you guys was back in 2017, 41-24. The final score in that one. They'll have to wait another year unless they meet up with you guys in the playoffs by any chance. But looking ahead for you guys, who's next? Is it Linton?
Linton, HMB, Strasburg, Zeeland, and it's homecoming next week, Dawson. So, Dawson, you remember quite well how homecoming week is.
For all you viewers, I played for Coach Olson in high school, and I hope the guys are on top of their game in practice next week. So what do we know about him? Coached by a former player, Tanner Pearington, right?
Yes, yep, Tanner Pearington, and you know what? They just added a heck of a lot more talent to our region. Not only did Kindred Castleton come down, from AA into our region, but we brought in the state 9-man champions into our region. So, they play with a little bit of moxie. Obviously they lost some guys, some key players from last year, but football is football. It doesn't matter if it's 9-man or 11-man, and if listeners know Linton, they have such a deep tradition in their football program, and these underclassmen want to keep carrying that torch for the players before them, and we're going to have our hands full in Milner next week. So yeah, we're going to have to stay focused throughout the week, and hopefully staff can win the homecoming volleyball game on Friday afternoon, because that keeps me a little bit better mood. But no, more than anything, is just keeping the guys sharp in practice next week and limiting those distractions during the course of practice.
All right, sounds good, Coach. We'll keep an eye on the box scores for that one next week. Congrats on the wins tonight, and go ahead and celebrate that one.
Thank you, Dawson.
All right, head coach Eric Olson joining us on the post-game show tonight. Good to see you. 22-20, the final score. Sargent County over the Oak Grove Grovers tonight as the Bulldogs go to 2-1 on the season. Grovers falling to 0-4. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, a little bit more coverage of the post-game show on yourliveevent.com.
The team at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is a proud sponsor of Oak Grove football. Their team is focused on comprehensive and trusted care and offers services in general dentistry, orthodontics, and cosmetic dentistry. Let them put their experience to work for you at Donna Bauer Family Dentistry. We love to see your smile. Donna Bauer Family Dentistry is located at 211 on 5th Street South in Moorhead, or go online to donnabauerdentistry.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Ivory Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to ivoryinsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Sunderland Group is your leader in health and wealth, located in Fargo. Sunderland Group was established in 1986 and is one of the premier marketing organizations in the insurance business. Your success is important to the folks at Sunderland Group and is why they continue to develop cutting-edge solutions that assist in growth opportunities. They're a proud supporter of Oak Grove and Grover Athletics. For more information, visit sunderlandgroup.com. That's sunderlandgroup.com.
Final segment in our post-game show here tonight as the Sargent County Bulldogs come out on top at the Oak Grove Grovers. Final score 22-20. Oak Grove Grovers falling to 0-4 on the season. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, they improve to 2-1. The Grovers finding themselves in a very similar spot as they were last year. The Grovers lost their first 4 games last season, including a 28-14 loss at the Sargent County Bulldogs, a game that was played back in Milner. So in a very similar spot, and hopefully the Grovers can do what they did last year in the latter half of the season, where they went 3-1 in their final 4 games. For Sargent County, going to 2-1 overall, they add to that win tally where they defeated at Hart River 39-0 in their opening game of the year on August 28th. Ran into Central Cass last week 26-6, a good team there, and now getting their first region win of the year. 1-1 in the region as they defeated the Oak Grove Grovers here tonight, 22-20, the final tonight. Want to take a little more time just to thank our sponsors that you saw and heard throughout tonight's broadcast during our commercial breaks or any of our live read sponsors. Again, want to thank Sunderland Group, Ide Bailey, Donna Bauer Family Dentistry, Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic, and Moorhead Dental Associates. Just some of our fabulous sponsors that help us make this broadcast possible on yourliveevent.com and on any of our R&J Broadcasting Incorporated family of stations. So for the final time tonight, the final score, Sargent County, the Bulldogs defeat the Oak Grove Grovers. Final score, 22-20. Dawson Peterson speaking now for Will Thompson, and we're signing off on yourliveevent.com.